Mountain Men vs. Klamath Warriors Kit Carson, John C. Fremont, and the Klamath Lake Massacre of 1846, a clash of cultures, tragedy, and transformation. The westward expansion of the United States during the 19th century marked a pivotal period in American history, with significant cultural, political, and social consequences for both settlers and the indigenous populations who had lived on the continent for centuries. Among the events that epitomize the brutal clash between these two worlds is the Klamath Lake Massacre of 1846, a violent confrontation between the mountain men, prominent explorers like Kit Carson and John C. Fremont, and the Klamath Warriors, a fierce tribe of the Oregon Territory. The backdrop of this massacre is steeped in the broader context of Manifest Destiny, the belief that it was the United States' divine mission to expand its territory across the continent. The forces of American expansion, fueled by the desire for land, resources, and new opportunities, directly confronted the indigenous tribes who had called the land home for thousands of years. This clash of cultures and worldviews, along with the unfolding consequences for the native tribes, played out dramatically in the Klamath Basin, leading to a tragic series of events that forever altered the course of history for the Klamath people. This narrative is not just about a singular massacre, but about the complex relationships between mountain men, explorers, military officers, and Native American tribes. It is a story of territorial conflict, cultural misunderstandings, survival, and tragedy, with the Klamath Lake Massacre serving as a focal point for the tensions that arose when two worlds collided, one seeking to conquer and transform, the other fighting to protect its existence and way of life. The Mountain Men, pioneers of the American frontier. The Mountain Men were among the first Americans to truly engage with the wilderness of the Rocky Mountains and the Pacific Northwest. They were, in many ways, the harbingers of the larger wave of settlement that would come to dominate the landscape in the decades following their explorations. The Mountain Men were a mix of adventurers, fur trappers, traders, and scouts who forged into the rugged territories in search of furs, resources, and opportunities for trade. The fur trade was the main driving force for these men, many of whom were employed by large trading companies such as the American Fur Company and the Hudson's Bay Company. Their role was integral to the early American economy, as they collected valuable pelts, particularly beaver pelts, and transported them across the continent for sale to both European and American markets. The Mountain Men traversed vast and often uncharted areas, mapping new routes and establishing trade networks. Without these men, the exploration and eventual settlement of the American West would have been far more difficult. Key figures in the world of the Mountain Men included individuals such as Jim Bridger, Jedediah Smith, William Ashley, and perhaps most notably, Kit Carson. Kit Carson's story in particular is one of legend. Born in 1809 in Kentucky, Carson became one of the most famous frontiersmen in American history. His skills as a trapper, guide, and scout were unmatched, and his name became synonymous with the opening of the American West. Kit Carson's exploits took him into the heart of the western wilderness, where he interacted with numerous Native American tribes, including the Klamath tribe. His presence, however, was not always welcome. Carson's role as a guide for military expeditions often led to violent confrontations with the indigenous tribes who viewed the expanding settlers and military forces as a direct threat to their land, culture, and way of life. Despite his stature as a legendary frontiersman, Carson's involvement in these conflicts reflects the broader tensions between the forces of American expansion and Native American resistance. C. Fremont, the pathfinder and military officer. Another pivotal figure in the unfolding drama of the westward expansion was John C. Fremont, a man who came to be known as the Pathfinder. Fremont's role as an explorer and military officer placed him at the forefront of American exploration during the 19th century. His expeditions in the Oregon Territory and the Great Basin were not only instrumental in mapping the West, but also in establishing the United States' claims to the vast lands of the Pacific Northwest. Fremont's expeditions were frequently characterized by his controversial relationships with Native American tribes. His military expeditions, which were designed to survey the land and secure it for American settlers, often brought him into direct conflict with the indigenous peoples who lived in these areas. Fremont's mindset, shaped by his military and exploration background, was that of a man who believed in the righteousness of his mission, the belief that the United States was destined to control the land. When Fremont and his expeditions ventured into the Klamath Basin in 1846, he was not just conducting a military survey, he was also securing American territorial claims. The Klamath tribe, who had long resisted outside intrusion into their territory, were understandably hostile to the presence of Fremont's forces. The Klamath warriors, known for their valor and fierce protection of their land, did not take kindly to Fremont's incursion. His mission was seen not as one of exploration, but of conquest. As such, Fremont's entry into Klamath territory set the stage for a dramatic clash. The Klamath warriors, protectors of their ancestral land. To understand the full scope of the conflict between the mountain men and the Klamath, it is important to explore the history, culture, and resilience of the Klamath tribe itself. The Klamath people had lived for thousands of years in the fertile lands around Klamath Lake, located in what is now southern Oregon. Their culture, deeply rooted in their connection to the land, was built around fishing, hunting, and the gathering of resources from the rich environment of the region. The Klamath were not a single tribe but part of a larger linguistic and cultural group known as the Klamath-Modoc peoples. The Klamath people relied on their profound knowledge of the local environment to sustain their way of life, fishing for salmon in the lake and hunting the abundant wildlife of the region. They were also skilled in the arts, particularly basket weaving and woodcraft, and had a rich spiritual tradition that tied them to the land, animals, and natural elements around them. The Klamath people were not a passive tribe. They had a long history of resistance against outside invaders, including the Shoshone, Paiute, and later American settlers and soldiers. Their resilience in defending their land was fierce, and they were prepared to fight to maintain their independence. However, the arrival of settlers and explorers in the 19th century marked a turning point in their history, as more and more land was being taken from them by people they viewed as foreign invaders. As the United States began to assert its control over the West, the Klamath people found themselves increasingly marginalized, with their hunting grounds and fishing areas being taken over by settlers. The military expeditions of Fremont and others were a direct affront to the Klamath's territorial sovereignty. The stage was set for a violent clash, one that would lead to the infamous Klamath Lake Massacre. The Klamath Lake Massacre of 1846, a brutal confrontation. The Klamath Lake Massacre of 1846 remains one of the darkest chapters in the history of Native American resistance to westward expansion. The exact details of the massacre are murky, with differing accounts of what transpired, but the general consensus is that Fremont's expedition, along with the aid of Kit Carson and other military personnel, encountered a group of Klamath warriors who had been angered by the continued encroachment of settlers onto their land. As Fremont and his men pushed deeper into Klamath territory, they faced increasing hostility from the Klamath people, who viewed these expeditions as part of a larger campaign to steal their land. The Klamath warriors, led by their chief Tayi, launched attacks on Fremont's party, who were ill-prepared for such an engagement. In response, Fremont's forces retaliated, resulting in the deaths of several Klamath warriors and civilians. The massacre, while not on the same scale as other famous massacres in American history, still resulted in a heavy loss of life for the Klamath people and solidified Fremont's legacy as a symbol of the forces that sought to subdue the native populations of the West. Although Kit Carson's role in the massacre is debated by historians, his presence in Fremont's party cannot be overlooked. As a seasoned scout and military officer, Carson had first-hand knowledge of the ways of warfare on the frontier. His involvement in the massacre highlights the complexities of the mountain men's interactions with native tribes. Men like Carson, who were simultaneously viewed as both agents of expansion and as individuals with personal ties to the indigenous peoples. The aftermath of the Klamath Lake Massacre was profound. For the Klamath, it marked the beginning of a long and painful struggle to retain control of their land, a fight that would continue throughout the 19th century as more settlers flooded into Oregon and California. The massacre fueled resentment and distrust toward the United States government, further deepening the divide between Native Americans and settlers. The events surrounding the Klamath Lake Massacre of 1846 represent more than just a single instance of violence. They symbolize the broader narrative of American expansionism and its devastating effects on Native American communities. The tragic loss of life, the destruction of cultures, and the forced relocation of entire tribes became recurring themes throughout the 19th century as the United States sought to solidify its control over the West. For the Klamath, the massacre was a pivotal moment in their history, marking the beginning of a long series of conflicts with the United States government. Although the Klamath tribe would endure, their population was greatly diminished, and their culture was irrevocably altered by the relentless expansion of settlers and the military. For figures like Kit Carson and John C. Fremont, the massacre serves as a reminder of the complexities of their roles in the westward expansion. While both men are often remembered as heroes of the American frontier, their actions and the consequences of those actions have been the subject of scrutiny and reflection. The massacre is a reminder that history is not simply defined by the victors, but by the complex relationships and events that shape the lives of all involved. The Klamath Lake Massacre remains an important chapter in the larger story of American history, one that speaks to the devastating consequences of colonialism, the erasure of indigenous cultures, and the complex legacy of figures like Kit Carson and John C. Fremont, whose contributions to the American frontier must be understood within the context of the violence and displacement that accompanied their journeys. It is a story of resistance, survival, and ultimately transformation, one that continues to resonate in the ongoing struggles of Native American communities today.